First run, line up against my buddy in his Caprice BPV. Um, get a decent burnout. Everything everything was fine, really. I hadn't adjusted my Caltrax at all because I basically had them set where it seems to do okay on the street. I didn't really know at the time. I mean, I still don't know much about Caltrax, but I didn't really know where to go with them. Um, and I don't have a baseline on it at all. So I just went out and ran it that way. It seemed okay. It didn't really spin or anything. I left on pretty light power. My tune was pretty light on it. I think I was like 11 pounds of boost or something through most of the run. I got a boost knob that I made. Um, that the resolution is crap on it, and it takes way too many turns to get it to actually react. So I was trying to add boost going down the track, and I was over 100 mile an hour before it actually started doing anything. I think I ended up finishing at like 14 or 15 pounds of boost or something, but I really needed to be in 14 or 15 or 16 pounds of boost um, before I was even out of first gear. Probably the top end of first gear would have been ideal, but um, either way, my tune was probably a little bit soft also. And then the other thing that affected me the whole day was I've got two fuel pumps, two Walbro in-tank 450s. Um, one of them is boost activated, and when I rewired stuff to add my water meth a couple weeks ago, I screwed up the wiring on that, and so my second pump wasn't coming on. So the top end of every gear, it was just running lean, detonating, pulling fuel or pulling timing, and it was just cutting power, obviously. Um, so that was affecting me. That wasn't good on that run. Anyway, uh, that was my first run.
Everybody at work's always going, woo! All day long.
Second run, I line up against a 8-second GTR. I pull up into the burnout box. He's right beside me, and both of us pretty much start doing our burnout about the same time. Um, he's hitting two step, popping and banging, and I didn't realize it was him. I thought that I had a drive shaft come loose or something, so I let off immediately, and then I realized that it was the GTR. So crap burnout. I pull up there, and I decided from the time before, from the first pass, that I was going to leave on a little bit more boost. So instead of like 10 pounds of boost like I left on the first pass, I had it about 12. So I leave the line, it's 30 feet out. Um, it breaks the tires loose. I have to pedal it. Um, I finish, and it's just a crap run. I get back, I look at my tune. it's still lean on the top end. I still hadn't figured out the fuel pump issue. Um, so it's still lean at the top end. And I notice about third gear that my intake temps start spiking. So pop the trunk, and I find that my tank had moved and pinched the line um, to the water meth pump. So fix that. Add more fuel again for the second time. Add more fuel to the top end, and so then I go out and to do my third pass.
Next up, it is turbocharged versus turbocharged. Mickey there in the right lane with his GTR, trying to get that down to the 8 today. And then in the left lane, we've got
So third pass around, I had it sitting there in the pits or in the staging lanes, hood closed. It was kind of a little bit heat soaked. I think I only had about 40 minutes or something between the previous pass, and so it was pretty hot. I think when I left the line, my intake temps were 115 or something like that. Um, but I'd fixed the water meth, so all was good there. I leave the line. Um, I got a crap burnout this time again. So this time, uh, I get up, I get the tires turning. I think I get it up into second gear, and I kind of rolled out of the box just a little bit, and tried letting off the throttle a little bit, trying to get it up into third gear, get some tire speed. Um, Let off just too much, and it just dead hooked. So it's just crap burnout. Then so I pull up the line, and apparently I turned up my boost knob a little bit, and it was leaving on like 13 pounds of boost, 13 and a half, something like that. Anyway, come out of the hole, same story. Um, Lifts the tires at 30 feet or something, and knock the tires off. And so lift and pedal it, get back in it. So aside from that, it was a fairly clean pass. Still, running out of fuel on the top end of every gear. Um, Still didn't know what the problem was there. Didn't realize there was a problem. I just kept adding fuel, and I thought my tune was off. So I'd had issues with my air fuel gauge. Um, uh, a few days before that, I figured it out that I was not logging it correctly, and so any of my previous runs that I'd done, where I thought I was fixing the tune off of the log, I wasn't super confident in it. So let the car cool down, and sat in air conditioning and cooled down myself, and sat and thought about it, and that's when I thought that my fuel pump's not coming on. Um, so I just hardwired the fuel pump for the fourth pass.
That wasn't very good. He isn't gonna like this run at all.
Got a good burnout. left the line. Oh, another thing I did is I adjusted my Caltrax. I put them to the top bar. Seemed to work pretty good. It hooked pretty hard. My 60 foot was really down because power was way down. But it did hook hard and left hard, and it was a super clean pass. But I could tell the whole way it was just super down on power. And I'm horrible about looking at gauges when I'm running, so I didn't notice that I had a 8.7 to 9 air fuel ratio, and this is on gas scale, so it should be like 11.5, 11.8, somewhere in there. So super filthy pig rich. I get done with the run. I was like, well, it was clean, but it seemed super down on power. So I get my time slip, and it's an 11.1 at 121, and instant pissed. I'm done. Put the car on the trailer, and took it home. So the other thing that affected me on that is when I was rewiring that fuel pump, I accidentally unplugged the relay for my meth pump. So I had over 200 degree intake temps, super pig rich fuel, and that just no power at all.
Right lane, all-wheel drive. 877, 163 for Norrisata in the left lane. 978 with a 7 at 100. Two-time consecutive champion motorcycle left lane. Current points leader, Donna Brown. And there's that turbo duster, right lane.
So that's it. I got pissed. Took the car home, tore it apart. I'm fixing a bunch of stuff that I don't like. A bunch of just overcomplicated crap that, seemed like a good idea that's not. So that's that. And next time, I was shooting for a 9-second pass on that one. Didn't work. Next time, we'll see. Hope so. I'm taking a couple of weeks off from the track and doing some upgrades on the car, and next time it should be good. We'll see. It's racing.